what's like your biggest dream of what you would do and will do once you get to that pinnacle point where it's like, you're as famous as, in your eyes, whoever that person would be, probably one of the Kardashians.
Of course.
Exactly. And so what do you want to do with that fame, with that platform?
Yeah, I think for me, my whole mission is to be a better LGBT advocate. Like, I feel like in Nebraska, there's not the resources. So literally any merch I've sold on my website, Gay Man with a Spray Tan, like I donate to the Nebraska AIDS Project. Like I'm trying.
The number one motivational speaker under 40 in the world. Got 1 billion views.
Natasha Graziano.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Law of Attraction. Today we are in Los Angeles, my favorite city, and I am so excited to be here today with this absolute king. We recently met and worked out we're both Capricorns. We worked out that we both are manifesting generators. That's like his nickname. He is somebody you have definitely seen around the Kardashians. He is called Colt Poulsen. You'll for sure know him from something with the Kardashians, aka Gay Man with a Spray Tan. He is the most credible superfan with a K, winning the title of Kim Kardashian's biggest fan on the ABC game show Big Fan in 2017, and now internet besties with Khloe Kardashian. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And this is all thanks to TikTok. He works it on there. People are obsessed with his videos. He brings love and joy and laughter and happiness into people's lives. We're gonna dig a little bit deeper today. And Colt has created a Kardashian safe space to embrace all things Kar-Jenner. He is the internet's favorite Kardashian superfan and now host of YouTube series Cards Catch Up with E! News. I'm so excited to have
I literally am gagged over you. I'm obsessed with you, and like this is gonna be the best interview ever. I already feel it.
Love you. I'm so excited to have you here. We literally connected, and I feel like we're like soul brother and sister from another place.
Exactly. And like just the voice note you sent, like your energy, I was like, finally someone. I feel like when you're so positive and like uplifting, it's hard to attract and find people that are so similar.
Do you know, that is such a true point. I'm so happy you said that, because here's the thing. We attract who we are. However, people who are going through something try and bring that down, and they need light forces like us to hold it up.
Yep.
But here's the thing, trying to navigate through a world and a time where chaos is around you, people are around you who want to bring you down. How do you get through that? How do you stay so bright and positive?
I think the sheltering of my energy, like I feel like this year I have just focused so much on myself and not letting any negativity, like negativity is the worst thing in my entire life right now. Like I can't even stand it for 1 second.
Yeah.
Like one negative thought, I'm like, okay, I'm over this, like next situation, or like, okay, you're too negative for me to be around. So focusing on the positivity, focusing on the excitement of like what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm just choosing my happiness. And if it's going to piss some people off, then it's going to piss some people off. But like, I'm only want to be around people that bring me up, because life is so hectic itself that you just want to enjoy your company, enjoy the people you're around. So I've been like a hermit crab this year for sure. I mean, it's been 6 months since I've like consistently posted on TikTok, and I'm already close to 500,000.
Wow.
And that was by just protecting my energy, protecting my joy, and like
choosing happiness.
Yes.
Don't you guys love that? Choosing happiness. We get a choice every single day, whether we're going to get stuck in a super positive mood or a super negative one.
Yes.
Every day we get a choice. So we get to decide, am I going to allow something that's annoying me, bugging me, my self-critic, imposter syndrome, maybe something else somebody said, which is his story, bring me down today? Or am I going to show up? Why do you show up every day? What's your why?
I show up because I feel like my whole life, I never showed up. Like, even as my true self, I mean, being just a gay man from Nebraska, you kind of shelter yourself and protect yourself. Even though I've only been accepted and loved since I came out when I was 19.
Wow.
But I think knowing now, like, okay, I moved to LA, I'm all by myself. Like, you kind of just have to say, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm not fearing anything in life. Like, once I changed that mindset of what's the worst that could happen? Like, am I really going to not do what I want to do and what I'm passionate about and know I'm going to be good at just because I'm scared of what people are going to think of me? So I think the pandemic really helped with me realizing how iconic I am and realize I need to show off and show out because that's me and that's my personality. And I think being alone for so long, like literally no family, just in California, Los Angeles, all by myself, it was like, whoa, wake up call. Like, I'm really all by myself, so if anyone's gonna do it, it has to be me.
Wow, that's so powerful. Can we go a bit deeper and find out? You know, this show's all around the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
You are all about manifesting.
Yes.
Okay, give me your top 3 manifestation tips that you do every day to live this powerful life. You are the star of this amazing YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all about the Kardashians. Khloe likes your pictures and videos. Like, you couldn't be any bigger right now. You are on the rise on such a phenomenal way. E-News is huge. What are your 3 tips? Someone's listening right now and they're like, Colt, I need a bit of that.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think my 3 tips, 1, just believing in yourself completely.
Yeah.
And I think just knowing what you want and
Yeah.
not stopping till
Yeah.
you get it,
Yeah.
but not enjoying, or you need to enjoy the ride getting there. I think
Yeah.
for so long I focused on like, this is going to make me this, or I'm going to do this show and then I'm
Yeah.
going to get this. When in reality, I just needed to focus on myself
Yeah.
and just be myself and let the universe take charge. And I attracted everything by just being myself. But I think for me, my 3 tips for manifesting and just attracting what you need and want in life and know your worth is 1, know your worth because you are worthy of everything you set your mind to.
Yes.
2, never stopping, believing in yourself because no one's going to believe in you the way you do because you know your potential better than anybody else. And 3, I think just having fun. Like, if you're not having fun while you're dreaming your dream life, then it's not your dream life because the dream life is supposed to be epic and fun and exciting and like that's where you need to be.
I love that. That is so powerful and it couldn't be more true. You know, they always say things flow when you're having fun, when
Yes.
you're bringing in that childlike state, when you're allowing yourself to be playful. That's when you're at your highest.
Oh my God, the fact that you just said this, because I, for the longest time, like, I had no expectations for TikTok to blow up like it did. And
Right.
like, I loved the Kardashians my entire life. I manifested, if I meet Kim Kardashian, I want it to be memorable for the both of us. And I got on the ABC game show Big Fan with Kim Kardashian. Like, she's not gonna forget me winning the title of her biggest fan. But I think that's what's been the most fun for me with TikTok is I feel like a kid again. I'm enjoying the Kardashians. I'm getting to like just make fun content and like fun videos about them and like topics and things like that where it's like I really feel like my inner child. And I think that's a restart because for the longest time I was just sheltering myself.
Yes.
And now it's like, no, screw it. Like, you can be 26 and still have fun and make a silly video about what color the Kardashians' hair have today or rating the Kardashians' outfits. Like, that's fun.
Yes.
And I think, yeah, when you embrace your inner child, it's only up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Babe, that's so beautiful. And so, okay, did you ever go through something as a kid? Like, if we just go back a bit, was there a moment in your life? And by the way, this is different for every person
Yes.
when I ask. So some people, you know, it was a trauma. Some people it was like, for me, I was sexually abused twice. I had a crazy past, you know, I had a sex tape released. I was, you know, in some really messy situations because of my drug addiction, which led me to the street, to be a single mom, like in my 20s, it was such a mess. And so my question to you is, did you ever go through something that we call it your reset and bounce back, your moment that made you, the moment that you hit rock bottom? And what was that moment?
I think for me, the rock bottom was right before the pandemic. I moved to LA. I'm new to the city. I mean, Nebraska is not the most open and, I mean, I love Nebraska. There's nothing negative about it, but I could never be my true self.
Yeah.
So when I came to LA, I was overstimulated of like, who am I? I want to experience what it's like to be gay. I want to have fun. I want to go out. Like in college, I was very by the book. I didn't drink that much. Like I was just really focused. So when I came to LA the first 2 years, it was like, heavily going out, drinking, and like to the point where it's like, okay, you are broke by Sunday because you spent your paycheck from the weekend. So the whole week you're working to then just spend it again on going out with your friends. So I think for me, that was the reset of like, what's the point of not being in control of yourself? Because if you're not in control of yourself, you can't get anything done in life. Like there's no point in, I mean, as fun as it is to sleep in bed all day hungover, well, not anymore, but when you're young, like yes, but I think my priorities weren't there. Like, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. I'm just kind of having fun. Like, whatever, what's going to happen is going to happen. But no, it's like, you have to make it happen. So I think that was like the wake up call of like, okay, it's a little much.
So you were laying in bed probably one day and just thinking to yourself, life's better than this.
Oh, yeah.
And you had that fucking dark moment of like, I need to get out of here and make something of my life.
Oh, for sure. Like, if you, like, there's, like, thank God, I believe the universe has my back to the fullest. Because there was times that I didn't even remember getting home. Like, I'm like, what the hell? How did I get home? And there's all these guardian angels around me getting me home, or like some random person was like helping me in my Uber or things like that. Like, so I think when your focus changes, and that's why like I love Kim Kardashian so much, because it never clicked until, because on the show, she's not a drinker. She kind of just focuses on business and is like there. And it clicked to me like, this is why I aspire to be Kim, or she inspires me. Because her priorities are completely different than what anyone else her age was doing. But I'm the biggest believer in like, I emulate the Kardashians because I love them so much. But Kim, I'm 26 now. That's when Kim Kardashian started filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians at 26. So for me, I'm like, holy shit, if I just would have let myself take it easy and not focus so much. Like, I'm starting my career the same year Kim Kardashian started her career. In that sense, where it's like, whoa.
And it's based off them as well, which is powerful.
It's insane.
The universe has your back, and the universe is always giving you what you need at that time. Do you know, we don't grow from the good times. We grow from the challenges. That could be as small as somebody tells you it's rejection. They don't want to date you. Your parents told you we're never going to be good enough. We grow from these times, right? We don't grow from the good. And I know you are somebody who is faced a lot. To move on your own, to be this brave soul and create so much. It's so beautiful. What's your biggest passion right now? What are you most passionate about right now?
I think the thing I'm most passionate about is just being able to reach so many people and make them smile and laugh. Like, I feel like that's the main thing people, like why I love the Kardashians, because I know I can watch their show and it's going to put me in a good mood. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy it. And like, I'm going to kind of escape for a second. So the fact that I'm people's escape and I'm able to like create content where they come to my page, like, and the fact that I'm able to just embrace the Kardashians, I think for so long, it started off, everyone had fun with the Kardashians and embraced it. And then it kind of just like became this huge thing where it's more hate than love. So for me to come in and create videos and excitement and fun around the Kardashians, like it's bringing back the fun. And like everyone always says like, oh, you're an influencer here, you're an influencer there. But it's like, no, I'm not really an influencer. I'm just influencing people to like the Kardashians again. Like, and that's the coolest thing ever for me.
Wow. What's like your biggest dream of what you would do and will do once you get to that pinnacle point where it's like, you know, you're as famous as, in your eyes, whoever that person would be, probably one of the Kardashians.
Of course.
Exactly. And so what do you want to do with that fame, with that platform? Yeah.
I think for me, my whole mission is to be a better LGBT advocate. Like, I feel like in Nebraska, there's not the resources. So literally any merch I've sold on my website, Gay Man with a Spray Tan, like I donate to the Nebraska AIDS Project. Like I'm trying, even though it's not a whole lot of merch, like, but hey, we were doing it.
You're still doing it.
Exactly.
You're still doing it. It's not about numbers.
So it's about effort. So I think for me, just, I want to be that support system. Like if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I feel like starting a charity one day, or at least just being there for people in the LGBT community, because that's like, I didn't have that. And like, just to see someone or like have that in the forefront, and like someone that knows that like, no matter what I'm going to do in life, it's for a better cause. Like, I feel like that's the main goal.
That is so beautiful, because you know, so many people, they wonder why they don't feel fulfilled. And I explained to them, if you are not doing something that makes you feel alive, like you feel alive every day, you wake up, you're like, let's go, like what's next? Show me what's up. You know, you're waiting that next opportunity. You know, the universe just keeps giving you these opportunities, right? Even just coming here, you know, there's like been stars on this show, you know, you're like, this is my next place. This is where I need to go. And you know, tomorrow you're going to do something else. And the universe keeps delivering for you. But people don't understand how to connect their purpose to their business, their passion to their why. And it's about connecting. That's why I asked you again, what's your why? You know, why do you show up? But it's so obvious what it is. You're here to give joy to other people.
Yeah.
You're here on planet Earth to give joy and love and happiness to millions of humans, and that's so commendable.
I know when you say millions, it is like, and
No,
that's what
it
I'm
is
doing right
millions.
now. Millions of people watching my videos.
And it's going
insane.
to be hundreds of millions soon, and I don't doubt that. I think, I once had a dream to reach 100 million people, and I had to cross it out of my vision board because I was like, it's 1 billion. Actually, because we've already had 100 million views on this. Like, we've already had we've reached so many people. It's, what's the next one?
I know that's
movies, right?
On my career list. I wrote down all my career goals, and the first one I get to check off is working for E-News, which is insane because that is dream job for myself.
I love this.
People dream to work for E. Like, oh my God, like when I was a kid, I was like, I want to work for E. I want to be on the red carpet.
You knew it already as a kid?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was like, I want to do that. I want to be on the red carpet.
So do you think it was your sheer tenacity of wanting it? And what did you do? Did you visualize it? What's your, I know you've given us your 3 amazing manifestation tips, but do you feel like it's just living as though it's already there?
I think just the presence of being yourself and knowing like, okay, I want to do that. But it doesn't have to be the thought where it's like, for so long I was like, I'm going to go on a reality TV show and then I'll become an on-camera host. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to become an on-camera host. Like it always was, I want to be an on-camera host. But now I'm like, with TikTok, it's changed my life and now that's made me an on-camera host. But it had to be literally the TikTok sound, like I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me.
God, I love it, yes.
That changed my mind because it's like, I already know I'm going to do it. So let's just get there and figure out however we get there, let's just enjoy the ride.
I love it. And this is it.
Yes.
Just wanted to jump in here quickly and say I am so excited to announce that my new book, Be It Until You Become It, is out in August, and you can get your hands on a pre-order copy right now. It will be delivered to you when the book is released, but right now you can pre-order that book. And I just want to give you something as well as getting the book. As a gift from me to you, I am giving away a bonus Be It Until You Become It program with video content worth $500 right here as a gift for you for free for downloading and buying that new book today. When you get a copy of that book, just make sure you go back and put the receipt into the beituntilyoubecomeitbook.com website where you'll be able to receive your free gift. And there is so much more epic content coming up for you until the book is released. Be It Till You Become It, as you can hear in the title, is about becoming the version of you that you want to become before you become them. It's about the neuroscience behind the law of attraction, the ancient wisdom behind the law of attraction, and everything that goes into you becoming that best version of you. It's my 12-step manual, the guide that I have done to become a best-selling author, from being broke and homeless to living in my dream homes. I was a single mom only 3 years ago. This is the bulletproof method that I have used to get to where I am now. You see, life is a movie. You get to choose your character and write your script. So who do you want to be? I hope you enjoy the book as much as I enjoyed writing it. The link is below. Do you find in life that, okay, you want this big goal, but then you're like, well, how come this isn't happening yet? But actually, you're on stepping stones all the way along.
Yes.
And you're like, so, okay, you want this beautiful home in wherever it might be, Malibu or Miami, whatever it is in some
Or Calabasas.
Or Calabasas,
Yes.
yeah. Oh my God, we're literally moving right now from Vancouver to over the side of the world. And it's just funny because we were looking in Calabasas. But, okay, check this out. So now, you have this vision and then little things happen. Now, lots of people listening will miss the little things. I miss the little things, by the way.
Yes.
But they're the stepping stones that take you to your goal.
Yep.
Did you find that you've had lots of stepping stones? Like the ABC show
Oh
was
my
a
God,
no-brainer.
yeah.
Maybe did one of the Kardashians like your picture, another stepping stone you would notice.
So I think the ABC game show was a blessing and a curse.
Right, why?
Because it happened so quickly of like, I love the Kardashians, it's my life. Like, it was my escape, I love them. So getting on that show, I was like, this is it. I've made it. Like, I'm gonna be on this game show and then boom, I'm gonna move to LA and be this superstar on-camera host. And like, I'm gonna be like in the industry. But it didn't happen. Like, it was like, okay, and then I moved to LA and then it was just like stagnant. And I kind of got in my head a little bit of like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Like, what do I do? And it took just going back to me being myself and loving the Kardashians.
Yes.
And because of that, TikTok was just stepping stone after stepping stone after stepping stone of I made a video.
Yeah.
I was like, I want 10,000 followers on TikTok and I want a 1 million view video. Like that, it happens. Instantly.
I love this.
So October 2021, I hit 10,000 followers and a 1 million view video. And I was like, oh my God, like just dream it and it'll happen. Then I posted a video about like what I want for Christmas for the Kardashians. They sent me PR. Boom, like another
They sent
one.
you what?
PR, so I made a whole video of like, this is what I want for Christmas. So if you're Kris Jenner or the Kardashians PR team, like you can watch this, but if not, keep scrolling. And Skims sent me the blanket I asked for. Poosh sent me the LED face mask I asked for. Good American sent me a tracksuit I asked for. And then it just kept going and going. And then Khloe started commenting on Instagram. So I was like, oh crap, that's credibility with a K right there. Like Khloe Kardashian likes my videos.
Yeah.
She's engaging with me. She coined, I was like, Khloe, are we besties now? She's like, we're totally besties on the comments. And then it just kept going and going. And the fact that it's just so niche and it's all Kardashian, I think that's what made it so perfect and special for people to like enjoy the process too. Because it's like, only you, a Kardashian superfan, like all these amazing things are happening.
Babe, I love this
Right?
story. It's so good because the reason it's so good is because it's so inspiring for other people to understand whatever it is you're dreaming right now. Maybe you're listening and you want a bigger business. Maybe you want a makeup brand. Maybe you want to get into NFTs. Maybe you just want to find love. Whatever it is, I bring people on here who are experts like Colt, who is living this beautiful life, who has manifested these shows after show. And next it'll be and show.
Yes.
You know, keep going, where he has chosen happiness, chosen his authentic self through it. So you've always chosen happiness. You've always chosen your authentic self. If somebody was listening today, it's your younger self. This somebody is not an audience member. It's your younger self.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in front of you. And this little Colt, who's like 7 years old, is looking up at you. It's so cute and they're vulnerable and they just want to hug. What words would you tell them?
I'm going to look at the camera and talk to my younger self. I think to tell my younger self, like, Colt, you're going to do it. You're going to make it. And you are so special. And even though people tell you all the time, like, you're going to be a star, like, you just have it, you never believed it. And I think it took you to just finally believe in yourself, to know, okay, you can do it. And I think you have to just really embrace who you are early on. Don't be scared. Everyone is going to love you. You are special. You are iconic. You are that bitch. You're game out with the spray tan, honey. So just embrace those things that make you you, because without it, you're just a normal person that doesn't have that spark. And yeah, just own you. I think that's the main thing I would tell myself, younger self, is if I had, even though I know I was loved, I was supported, I didn't feel it, because I wasn't in love with myself. And then it took just becoming like, okay, I'm so special. I love myself. And I think you focus your energy on other things where it's like, no, the universe has your back. Like, go for it. And like, if you just know, okay, I'm a good person. I'm positive. I'm nice. I'm always putting my best foot forward for everyone else. Why not put my best foot forward for myself?
Wow.
And that's believing in yourself. Because I feel like no one believes in themselves as much as we should.
No.
Yeah, it's fear.
It is fear. What is fear to you?
I think fear, and that's where it's like right now, I've manifested, like where I'm at today, I thought this was as good as it got. You know what I mean? And now it's like,
oh my God.
oh shit, I'm scared
goalpost
again.
Has now moved.
Yes.
And what's this feeling?
I'm so scared because it's like, okay, I found my people,
Yeah.
my niche people,
Yeah.
my Kardashian safe space
Yeah.
community that get me.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's so much more to life than that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, well, once I go further, it's going to be a new group of people, a new group of haters. And because really the only people that hate on me are the Kanye fans. So I'm like, I can deal with that. But it's like this, like getting here. And now it's like, oh shit. Like I was scared to get here, but now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, this is good. Let me just sit for a minute. And I'm scared to go further, but I know I have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you overcome fear in your eyes?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I think overcoming fear is just like jumping off of a cliff and you have a parachute. And even if it doesn't go off, at least you tried. Like,
least you tried.
You gave faith in the parachute.
So I have a quote, babe, and it's so good. I love this. And it is, sometimes you've just got to jump off the cliff and allow the net to appear.
Oh my God, stop.
allow the net to appear, because fear is just false evidence appearing real. It ain't real, honey. So when you hear it, when you feel that scared thing, you know the first thing you do, and this goes back to Dale Carnegie's work, okay, which is beautiful. He's got a book called How to Worry Less and Live More from 1948. I've got one of the original copies. It's even got 35 cents written on it. So beautiful. I found it in my house. Long story, I'll tell you another time. But this is a great book, guys. Make sure you add this to your reading list. I always give you books away to read. So in the book, he says when you're worrying, same thing as fear, the first thing to do is acknowledge the thing you're worried about. Put it out there that, okay, I acknowledge it. You're not putting it to the universe. You're just saying to yourself, I understand what I'm going through. Then you go straight to worst case scenario. And here's where it gets interesting. You look at what is actually the worst case scenario. A few fucking fans turn haters. A few haters don't like. Okay, what's worst case? You still have a show. So worst case is not actually that bad. Now, even if worst case for somebody today was they were going to lose their job and they wouldn't have any money. Now, part 3 is accepting that. It literally doesn't mean you accept that that's what's going to happen. You are accepting that is a potential worst case. That is the worst case. Now, you've got it out of your system. Okay, that's the worst case. Now, what's the last part of this? Bettering the worst case scenario. So how do I improve on that worst case scenario? How do I make sure that worst case scenario, if it happens, isn't actually as bad as what it seems? If I lose my job, well, honey, I've already got another one lined up. If a few haters hate me, I've got a few more thousand fans over on this platform who love me. And maybe I'm going to tell all of them, okay, you guys, let's build a community. Let's all start, when people come at us, make sure you come and get them in the comments and tell them spread love, not hate. Spread love, not hate, whatever it is. So you go right to the worst case and you better it instantly. So all of a sudden now, life isn't so bad. And here's the amazing part of fear. Fear is a feeling of nerves, of the what could happen, the I don't knows, that like area of gray that you just don't know what it is. But actually, if you look back, the jump before you got to this show now, the jump before the Colt Paulson became the fucking star he is, guess what? All your fears that you had before you made it there, none of them happened because you made it. You're still alive, you're still breathing, and you made it. And so now when you look ahead for this next jump and you're sitting here, you're nice and comfortable, and you're good. You know for this next jump, because you know there's another jump right now for this next big goal, you look back and you say, well, I survived the last one. I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. I'm super successful. So that, therefore, is factual evidence to say, I'm going to survive the next one. Yeah. You like that?
I live for that. And I love that, like, just the idea of going for it can be scary, but when you really just have faith, because at the end of the day, like, I know my purpose, my life mission. I'm like, if you dream it, you'll believe it. If you believe it, it'll happen. There's no question. But I think that's the self-doubt. It's the biggest thing. But yeah, that parachute's going to go. And if it's not there, the net's going to be there because the universe has my back.
The universe will bring the net. Sometimes you just got to jump and let the net appear. Remember that always.
I mean, I want to go skydiving now or something. Like, literally.
I know. Babes, you are so beautiful because you've moved city. You've left your family to start this dream. You know, lots of people come here with a lost dream to LA. You know, you find there's so many dreamers and they wanted to be an actress. They wanted to be this. I think I'm going to sneeze, but that's good because that's like, that they call that like, you know.
Some chakras going on.
There's some beautiful moment of like bliss. But it's gone. The thing with this is if you realize your power, the reason why, again, you're so powerful, you're inspiring people to know they can fulfill their dreams too, even if it's nothing to do with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
They can fulfill their dreams in their way. And we each have an authentic dream. I say to people, we are born with a purpose inside of us that we need to unwrap and find that gift inside of us. When you unwrap that gift, it is up to us to share that gift with the world. What is your gift inside of you?
My gift, I think, is just joy. Yes. Like, I really feel like when people always ask, how are you so positive? How are you always finding the light in the situation? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just in me, and that's just how I'm wired. And I think that comes from just why be negative? Like, why? And now that especially where things are going so well, you have to cherish every single feeling, because one day you're going to be old and just like, no, we never get old. We just get more wise.
More wise.
Yep. And then the Kardashians have wired my brain to thinking, I can't wait to turn 40 because if I look like Kim, I'm excited.
Oh my God. And
Yes.
you will. You look
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you.
Your skin is glowing.
Oh my God, thank
like
you.
even more than what you're seeing on this
The
video.
spray tan Honey Bee
It-
Bra Studio,
Babe,
they get me right.
We need your spray tan. Like when you bring out that brand, we're gonna get you back on
Yes.
and we're gonna promote it and talk about it, because where did this come from? The spray tan.
I think it's been that one little small thing where, because obviously I'm gay, I might say the only thing that should cover up a spray tan is sequins. So it's like flamboyant, just like living life. And I feel like I want to be a Kardashian, and now I am a Kardashian. But spray tanning for me was that one thing that it's like my thing. Like, okay, it makes me more confident. I feel
It
like a Kardashian. Like in Nebraska,
yes.
there's no shopping malls you can go and just like go to Calabasas Commons and get a coffee or this or that. Like you kind of pick your thing. And the spray tanning for me was the one thing that like, I'm a Kardashian.
Oh, that's
And
so
now that's such a
beautiful.
major part of their brand, and now they're my brand. Like, it's crazy to think that like Gay Man with a Spray Tan is my brand, but also Kardashian, and like every small thing that I love so much is now my whole life.
God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
The reason I choose this topic around the spray tan is because, again, this is just your authentic thing. Everybody has their authentic thing, and yours is a spray tan. Yours is like, I am this person, I'm evolving into this being, but my spray tan is what differentiates me from every other gay man with a, we don't know.
Yes,
Yours is
literally.
spray tan.
And how perfect Gay Man with a Spray Tan, it
it's so
rhymes.
good.
But also that moment when I got the domain gaymanwithaspraytan.com, and like I was like, this is my brand.
Wow.
It was one, everything I ever wanted in life.
Yeah.
Spray tanning is my favorite thing ever. And two, I was like, I can really now, I don't have to be questioned or is he gay or is this, like I feel like you grow up being like, that's the number one question you fear is like, are they gonna ask if I'm gay? Are they gonna ask if I'm gay? That's off the table now, honey. Like I'm Gay Man with a Spray Tan. Like take it or leave it.
God, I love
and I
it.
think owning it, your biggest insecurity, but it's also the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like I would not want to be, I mean, as much as I would love to be like you, stunning a Kardashian woman, I get the best of both worlds. I get to be a Kardashian, but also a guy and like live like
and
everything.
you're so unique to it because you get both sides. When you came out, because you said, you know, you had these insecurities around it, were you scared?
I was scared in the sense of everyone likes me for me here.
Yes.
What if they're not gonna like me when I'm really myself? Because I feel like you have this shell of yourself. And obviously, everyone knew I was gay my entire life. It's not like I had a phase where I dated women or I was like straight acting.
It's just
like
obvious.
I was obviously cold and I was just myself.
I love that.
But I think knowing what I know now of like not one person cared. I mean, I'm so lucky that my family's so supportive and like everyone around me is so supportive. I've not had one bad instance of people I know, my friends or people I love. So I wish it would have came sooner to be like, okay, could be myself. But now I know when I'm with someone or I have kids one day, it's like that's going to be my main priority. No matter who they are, what they are, whatever, my kid is going to be my kid.
That's so
and like I'm going to allow them to express themselves in the best way possible. Because imagine I got to paint my nails in first grade. Like how fun and cool that would be instead of trying to hide it and like steal my mom's makeup or do this. Like those kind of things, like just embrace it.
When did you start, did you, when you were young, did you dress up and like...
Oh my God. I want to say my mom is the best. I had the biggest Polly Pocket collection you could ever think of.
Oh my God, I love Polly Pocket.
Me
you
too.
had them as
Oh
well?
my God, obsessed.
Those tiny little things
Yes.
on the shelves. I love those.
I live for Polly Pockets.
Baby, that's so cute.
Yes.
I used to literally have this little set and I would keep this one. I carry her with me everywhere. I used her like a worry doll.
Yeah.
So I would talk to her and say, I'm really upset, whatever it was. I remember being like 7 years old, thinking about this. Some girl at school had been mean to me. I don't remember the details, but I just remember talking to her and her almost coming to life. And I thought she was going to come to life one day. Like it was so
You're
real.
literal life-size movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. But so those things where it's like at home, I was myself and like I could do those things. But I remember I gave all my Polly Pockets to my friend who had a younger sister. And they told people, and I was like, oh, you can't tell people I had Polly Pockets. Like, don't tell people. Like, I was like so scared that the people were gonna make fun of me because I had Polly Pockets. So it's things like that where it's like, something that brings you so much joy also brings so much anxiety and fear of like, okay, people find out about that. Like that was supposed to be my little secret. Like my mom let me have Polly Pockets, but the whole world wasn't supposed to know.
Babe, you're
but it's like,
so
screw
cute.
it.
But you know what? Again, this is so important to look at because that to you, right? It felt so traumatic.
Yeah.
Right? But somebody else's version of trauma is something like an illness or something else.
Yeah.
Like I went through an illness. But this is the thing. Trauma comes in all shapes and sizes and gives us the same fear that something severe can give us.
Yeah.
It's about how we react. For every action, there's a reaction. How do we react? Our reactions are so important. And you said at the beginning, there is no room for hate and negativity. We've got to be positive. We can't have space for it, and you don't. And I think that's so inspiring. And I feel like for everyone today, that's something major to take away. Take away what, give us one of your last lines. You can choose what they're going to take away.
I think the biggest takeaway is you need to be kind to every single person because you have no idea with a smile, just smiling at someone on the sidewalk, that's going to change their life.
Yes.
Or even just hi, hello, like what's your name? Like just the most random thing. And also just laughter. Like if you can't laugh at yourself, I think this year I've really just embraced my silliness and the fun. And like if you can't laugh at yourself, life's like gonna suck for you because you're the funniest person you know, and like you want to just enjoy life to the fullest.
Oh my God.
So laugh at yourself, be nice, and get a spray tan.
Yes!
Get a spray tan.
I love it.
I live for you.
You're the best. I love you so much. I'm so excited. We've had the best time here today on this amazing episode here in Los Angeles with Colt. I'm so excited to have you back again soon, and good luck with your amazing show. I'm going to put all of his tags below, you guys. I know you want to follow. So his TikTok is right there. Whichever platform you're watching on or listening to right now, hit that link below. Hit him up. Follow his TikToks. They will give you life. They will give you joy. That is the reason that Colt was born into this world, to give people joy. We just realized and found out. So dig a little deeper today into your soul. Find out what makes you happy and share this with a friend. If this has uplifted you today, or they're a Kardashian fan, or they need to be a fan of this amazing man sat right here, please make sure that you share this with a friend. It means the world to us. You can review the show as well below if you hit that link. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming, baby.
Thank you. I had the best time.
Love you. I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did. Thank you so much for listening in. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for spending your time here today on the Law of Attraction podcast. And for those of you that write reviews, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much to every one of you, because it's through your words that this show grows. It's through your time and sharing it with friends that this knowledge can go viral, that this wisdom that we share here on the show can reach hundreds of millions of more people all over the world who also are looking to improve their lives, to better their lives in some way. So thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure that you hit subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber, so that you are able to get all these shows delivered right to you twice a week, every single week. And we always have the coolest rock stars and guests on this show. So no doubt you're going to enjoy the next one as much as you did this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Natasha Graziano. Make sure you hit that link and get your free gift below, where you can take away something and practice it today. Thanks again.